Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to continue with Diablo 2. In the last part, we rescued Deckard Cain from Tristram, and now we have to go and check out this forgotten tower in the Black Marsh. So we're going to make our way to the Black Marsh from the Dark Wood, which we've been to already. I'm also level 11 as Cousina, so in the next level I'll be able to grab, I believe, the lightning spell, which will be another prerequisite for for skill I'm going to want later. There's Treehead Woodfist again. I have to get past the Tree of Inifist to reach the Dark Wood, but because the super uniques respawn, I have to take out Treehead Woodfist again, who's smacking me in the head. Stop that. This time I don't have a spot a gate to trap him behind. There we go. I'll take those rare helmets exclusive to barbarians and druids. Drink one of the potions. Grab a couple more. Another preserved head. Another key for chests. Now, you probably don't want to watch me clear out areas I've already been to, so I'll skip ahead when I actually get to the Black Marsh. A few carvers are trying to follow me, but I burned them. Alright, we're now in the Black Marsh. Again, you didn't miss anything. I just cleared out a bunch of the same kinds of carvers and vile hunters that were after me before. Now we got vile archers. I also picked up a mana regeneration shrine while I was on my way here. That's something helpful. And they keep dropping hunter's bows. It's kind of funny. More brutes like Treehead Woodfist are here. Got a scroll of identify. Nothing to identify yet. You probably noticed I'm carrying a stack of throwing knives on me. I'm gonna try and see if I might need those. So I might hang on to them and see if I can make use of them later. I might not need them and maybe just holding them for no reason. I won't know until I get to the Forgotten Tower, which is what we're looking for. Down a couple more brutes. There's a hard leather armor here. Only one socket. Here's the Forgotten Tower. Before we head in, I'm gonna search for the Black Marsh waypoint, because I'm gonna want that for the next part too, since we're gonna make our way from the Black Marsh to the Rogue's Monastery. Sound cut out because I right-clicked off the window that Diablo 2 is running in. Because I have to play in windowed mode in order to record the game. Take out Warpart, who's extra strong. You remember the Knight Clan from the first Diablo.
I need mana.
This time around, though, goatmen can't become archers like they could in Diablo 1. They can only be melee fighters armed with pole weapons. Want to give a shout out to Rain, aka Born, who figured out the pun that I made for my warrior, Darkwan Doror. Obviously, I named him as a sort of a punny way, where his name is Dark Wanderer, who the warrior becomes in Diablo 2, just kind of a fruity and French-sounding name. So I wanted to give him a shout-out for that. Anyways, let's find the waypoint for the Black Marsh. We can rampage down these path and burn up anybody that tries to get in the way. There's the Black Marsh waypoint. That was easier to find than I thought it'd be. I swear this game knows what kind of items I want to buy and is like, yeah, well, we're not going to sell them to you. What I'm looking for is, I've been checking Akara every time, looking for a staff that'll have 2 sockets, as well as bonuses to Firebolt, Fireball, or Warmth, and I haven't found one like that. And the other item I've been trying to get my hands on is a studded leather armor with 2 sockets, but neither Geed nor Charcy are selling any studded leather armors with 2 sockets in them.
This place holds many secrets.
Now my quest says, explore the cellar dungeons beneath the tower ruins. So we're going to head down into the cellar and find a ghost. Well, time for Cousina to play amateur Ghostbuster. I'd sing the Ghostbusters tune, but that'll just get copyright claimed by YouTube. We got Seed Burn the Curse of the Blood Clan. This is a new goat clan that wasn't in the original Diablo. We'll just burn them up. I'll take his scimitar. Maybe it's worth something. I have a scroll of Identify. +1 to max damage. It's not worth anything. Let's throw it down. Now, Cousina will have plenty of gold. And I don't have to worry about spending it on elixirs, since elixirs aren't in Diablo 2. The Diablo 2 heroes, unlike the Diablo 1 heroes, aren't gonna juice up for the final battle. Alright, got some Devilkin here. We remember them from the original Diablo. A Bardish dropped. That's a kind of a polearm weapon. It's kind of like a large pole with a axe head. And polearms are a special kind of two-handed weapon that barbarians can specialize in. We've reached the 2nd floor of the cellar. The tower cellar areas are pretty small like this, so I'll probably clear them all out for this part. Since you can find all kinds of enemies and such in here. Oh, we got an extra strong ghost. Now, one thing you gotta watch out for with ghosts and other enemies kind of like them is that they drain mana from you when they hit you. And since Cousina's all about using her mana to attack, this makes them much more of a threat to her than they would be for other classes. This one dropped a hard leather armor and a bunch of healing. If you ever saw the video How to Sorceress, which was a little cartoon, I forget the name of the guy off the top of my head, Carbot. He shows off a funny thing where his sorceress tries to teleport around only to end up dying in one hit to one of these ghosts because it drained all her mana, which disabled her energy shield and prevented her from being able to teleport again. Other enemies that will drain mana later on are these kinds of wisp-like ghosts that throw lightning at you, and the lightning can drain your mana. There's a magic Targe here. This is the Paladin exclusive shield. This hard leather armor only gives a +1 to strength, but it might still sell for a bit back at the town. Taking a couple more corrupt rogues armed with bows and arrows. Head down to Tower Cellar 3. I believe there's 5 floors to the tower. I believe Reign of Terror cuts it down to 3 floors. Reign of Terror, I mentioned in a previous video, which is essentially Diablo 2, but done using Grim Dawn, which is another action RPG made by Crate Studios. And more ghosts. Let's drink a mana potion and start lobbing fire at them. If you want to sit there, I'll just keep shooting.
Not enough mana.
Ah, that's why he's so tough. He's fire enchanted. That means he'll actually take less damage from fire. I thought maybe I wasn't hitting him. I was hitting the pillar that they were floating next to. Actually, yeah, let's use a charge bolt. I was thinking I could switch to the throwing knife, but ghosts are also resistant to physical attacks. On hell difficulty, ghosts are immune to physical attacks, so you have to hit them with some kind of elemental attack. But charge bolt finished it off. I stopped the recording by complete accident there. I was trying to switch back to Firebolt after I took out the fire-enchanted ghost, which hopefully got recorded. In case I wasn't recording, I'm in the Forgotten Tower right now. Full clearing all the floors, because they're not very big areas. Anything down here? There's the stairway leading to the next floor. Ghost. You can see it says it's undead and it drains mana when it hits you. But busting them will make me feel good, right? Oh, got some champion and fanatic ghosts. Let's back off and hit them with fire. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna return to town real quick and sell some of this stuff. Aha! Charcy is selling a studded leather with 2 sockets in it, and it's a superior studded leather. I'm gonna buy this. The reason I want this is because once I get a couple of the right runes, I can create a rune word that'll give me increased mana recovery and some other bonuses. Alright, let's keep going. Watch this, now that I've purchased a 2-socketed studded leather, I'll end up finding one in the tower. There's a ghost hiding behind the corner. But I got it. Let's see. Just another healing potion, but I got enough of those to keep me going. And again, enemies usually drop plenty of healing potions, so I won't have to worry too much about running out of them. Alright, this level, as you can see, was pretty small, like one hallway. Now that we've reached level 5, and there's some Devilkin already waiting to greet me down here. We have our quest update. Dispose of the evil Countess. That means she must be on this floor. And so is a teleporting Devilkin unique. Where'd he go? Pick up that amulet that one of them dropped. Don't know if it'll best the amulet I've got, which gives me fast cast and some resistances to everything. I leveled up again. Take out another Devilkin. Go ahead and get Vitality up to 40. We now have over 100 health. Now I can get the Fireball spell. I can also grab Lightning. And Lightning will be a prerequisite for getting Energy Shield. So this might seem strange, even though I got Fireball available to me, that I'm going to switch to Lightning. Next level, though, oh, these guys better watch out. But there's a reason I'm going to choose lightning over getting fireball now, as you'll see. It's the same reason why I brought a stack of throwing knives with me, just in case. Because I'm going to be taking on the Countess down here, and I can't remember whether or not she's immune to fire. If she is, fireball wouldn't be very useful on her. But if lightning will still work. You can see at level 1, lightning does fairly decent damage. If I'm right, lightning does get a synergy from Charge Bolt. Yeah, 8% increased damage per level of Charge Bolt. It also gets that from Nova and Chain Lightning. And it doesn't have a cooldown to fire it, which means I can get advantage of my fast cast with it. See, the problem with skills like Chain Lightning and a couple other Sorceress skills, I think Nova, Chain Lightning, Meteor, Firewall, Fire Mastery, Hydra, Blizzard, and Frozen Orb, is that the higher end Sorceress spells have a cooldown on them, meaning you can't just rapidly cast them. You can cast them once, then you have to wait on the cooldown before you can cast them again. It's kind of a lame thing, but kind of defeats the purpose of fast cast builds. But yeah, for now I'll use lightning to take out the rest of the tower. And here's where the Countess will be. Some dark stalkers. That firewall that appeared belongs to the Countess. She uses it to block off the doorways. Her minions don't like to come out of that room.
I need mana.
Taking them out. Okay, she is fire enchanted, but not immune to fire. Though I do think she is immune to fire on higher difficulty levels. There we go. I managed to kill her far enough away from me that she wasn't able to burn me with her explosion. She drops 2 runes and a hand axe. And quest complete.
I hope to find other such treasures.
Yeah, treasure was the bonus we get for stopping an evil Countess that was, according to that book, stealing virgins and bathing in their blood to keep her own youth going. So let's collect all the gold that dropped.
I can't carry anymore.
Now the chest that opens here only opens the one time when you first complete the quest, the Forgotten Tower. The real thing, though, is you can keep coming back and killing the Countess over and over again to try and get different runes. Because she always drops at least 2 runes. Here she dropped a Tal rune and an Eld rune. And I don't think I need those runes. I think what I need are runes that will... Let's see, I'm trying to remember the... I think I need... Well, I do need Tal. Actually, now that I think about it, Tal is one of the runes I need. The other rune I need is Eth, E-T-H. And if I can get that, I can create the stealth rune word that I'll put onto the socketed studded leather armor I purchased. I can make my way back out of the tower, and then I'll make my way to the next area. I return to the camp, and funny thing is, everybody wants to talk to me because I cleared out the Forgotten Tower.
Your rewards are well earned. To us, the tower was nothing more than a headstone looming over a long-forgotten grave.
Stay a while and listen.
And I can talk to everybody after I complete the quest and get what they all have to say.
Well done, my friend. Courage and opportunity together have created in you a kind of alchemy.
Good day. I thought the stories of treasure in the tower were nothing but lies. I am glad you found something of value in that death trap. Would that our sisters had been so fortunate.
Alright, like I said, I'm gonna create a particular rune word. The Tal rune requires 17 to be my character level, but I can put the rune in now, You'll see it gives poison resistance and 30% when I put the Tal rune in. Once I get the other rune I need, which is Eth, I'll be able to use that rune to create the stealth rune word, which will boost the damage.
Good to see you.
Also going to sell these throwing knives, which I didn't need after all, because I leveled up enough to get the lightning spell to take out the Countess. Which I think worked even better than what would have happened if I tried throwing knives at her. This staff is kind of close to what I'm looking for, but not quite ideal. Like I said, I want it to be a firebolt, fireball, or warmth. And this one has blaze and charged bolt, which is also pretty good, but I think I'll keep checking Akara for a better staff. Ah, Akara, you're so close. This staff would have been perfect, and I would have bought this if it had one more socket on it. Well, I think I gave Akara enough tries. I recycled her inventory enough times to try to get a two-socketed staff that had firebolt, fireball, or warmth as some of its bonuses. Couldn't find any of those. I ended up buying just this standard short staff with nothing on it that has two sockets. That'll have to do for now. Fire enchanted archer. But for now, we'll just fry him with lightning. We have some time left, so we'll wrap up by heading to the Rogue Monastery, which is where Charcy said she left her Herodric Malice. Since lightning's working just fine on these enemies, I'll stick to it for now. Next level up, though, I'm gonna get Fireball.
Not enough mana.
Oh, Carver wants to get revived by the shaman. You see lightning's working pretty good. Oh, there's a unique undead archer up there. One drawback to lightning is I can't move right away after firing it. I accidentally right-clicked to the top of the Playing in windowed mode can be a bit of a hassle sometimes. Those technical difficulties aren't the recording, that's just me clicking off the game. I can't play in full screen mode for the reason I already mentioned. The game will not record if I try to play it in full screen mode. Stop dodging my lightning. I was just about to switch back to Firebolt to finish off that Spike Fiend.
Not enough mana.
There we go. So we've entered an area called the Tamo Highland. Saw a studded leather drop. I'm thinking, let me guess, this one's gonna have two sockets. But it didn't. And even if it did, I don't need it now that I put the Tal rune I got from the Countess into the armor that I'm going to wear once I have the Eth rune and reach level 17. Unless I find a really good piece of armor later on, that'll probably be my keeper armor for most of the game, if not all of it. There's an optional area here, the pit, but we're not going to go in there. Just moving some potions around. I'm actually going to throw down this club. It's probably not worth anything.
I need mana.
I think one drawback to lightning is, yeah, it costs 8 mana as opposed to the 2.5 that Firebolt costs. Probably stick to Firebolt against like smaller groups of enemies and like individuals, like these Thorn Beasts. See already, without dexterity, Cousina's chances to hit enemies with her wand are starting to decline. But later on, we won't even have normal attacks set up. In fact, I don't even need to have it set up right now. Let's switch it to Firebolt. Now I can just Firebolt enemies with left click and hit them with lightning with right click. I think that'll work. Grab that minor healing and use it. And you're probably wondering, won't that be much more mana intensive to have 2 spells set up by putting Firebolt as your left click skill? And the answer is yes, but at the same time, this would be much more useful to do. There's a key, damaged wolf head. Because swinging my weapon at them isn't going to be very practical or desired in the future, so why even have normal attacks set up? Even as a melee character, you'll probably switch out normal attack for one of your combat skills, which in Diablo 2 also costs mana to use. There we go. Just grab those keys to max myself back up to 12 since I've been opening some chests.
Ah, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
So we've reached the monastery gate. There's some shrines down here. Maybe one of them's mana recovery. Or even a recharging shrine. No? Well, we'll hit a few more devil kids with magic. A few more dark stalkers with lightning. Alright, here's the entrance to the monastery. Let's head in. Now we've entered the outer cloister. There's a bunch of razor spines in this area. And they seem to just want to rapid fire their quills at me. Which are kind of like crossbow bolts. But we'll kill them, drink a healing potion, kick open some barrels. Yeah, in this game you don't strike the barrels with your weapons like you did in Diablo 1. In Diablo 2, every character will kick the barrels. Which is funny because the only character that has a kick as an attack is the assassin. Which is one of her moves in martial arts. She actually gets a couple of different kinds of kicks. Some heavy gloves, which I might as well wear since I'm not taking advantage of that +1 to dexterity. Here's the outer cloister waypoint. We'll activate that. And I think this is a good stopping point, actually. In the next part, we'll recover the Herodric Malice for Charcy, and then make our way towards the end of Act 1, where we must head into the cathedral itself and retake it from Andariel. So, until then, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.